Next step should be easy. Just go to work for Peter, and when you get access to his terminal messages, you'll see my request. All you've got to do is approve that request, and we'll be right on with it. Then, we can get that new equipment and show corporate how it's done.
Do you work for me? It's hard to keep track these days. Oh, you're finally back. I feel like you've been gone for ages. Do you know how tough this job is without an assistant? Ah, yes. Sorry for the confusion. I thought you were my previous assistant. Forgot about the new one. You. Anyhow. When they told me how poorly you did on your application questions, I had my doubts. But at least you showed up on time, so maybe there's hope. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get to work. Not quite. I need you to do something much more important before you get to that. I'm expecting a personal shipment. I'm not sure why, but the last time this happened, my assistant ended up speaking to Governor Hurst about it. Now, run off and get it for me. What's in the shipment? A good assistant knows it's not their place to ask. Bad assistants get fired. Mediocre assistants get... You know what? I forgot where I was going with this, but it doesn't matter. Just get it for me, will you? Also, I don't quite remember. But it is important, that I know. I could, but we'd be wasting valuable time, so no. Oh, do they cover nothing in orientation anymore? No, strike that. We got rid of orientation, didn't we? Anyway, it's not important. Your job is easy. You do what I ask, and that's pretty much it. I'm surprised you've forgotten that's the... All right, new assistant. I keep forgetting. I don't know. At first I thought I had multiple assistants that rotated in and out, but it seems I've only ever had one at a time and they all just stopped showing up. I believe my last assistant was supposed to get me some coffee, but never came back. I honestly wasn't listening to whatever they were crying about. Oh, you're done?
While Cydonia City Ordinance 5.82 concerning graffiti, street art, and vandalism is still in effect, a permit has been retroactively granted for the artist behind the spacefront.
I couldn't be prouder than to govern the UC's first major space colony. Well then, you've been quite busy making a name for yourself, haven't you? Heard of you. Of course, how could I not?
It sounds as though you have been spying on us, Governor.
Not exactly spying. Word gets around and I'm one to listen when it does. I like to know what goes on in my city. So look, I admire a go-getter like yourself. You're not in trouble unless you make trouble. And I don't think you're the type. I know you're not really Mr. Brennan's assistant. I don't know exactly what you're up to, but I have little reason to suspect you're up to no good. So let's cut to brass tacks. What can I do for you? Word travels fast around Cydonia. It's my business to know these things. Frankly, I'm not worried about you. As long as you play your cards right, it'll stay that way. Oh, I know exactly what happened to that shipment. However, I suspect Mr. Brennan neglected to tell you that I'm holding it due to his immense backlog of unpaid taxes. Then again, he may be unaware. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll release that shipment for you. But I'm going to need a favor first, since you seem to be adept at keeping quiet. See, my personal spacecraft was stolen, likely by Crimson Fleet pirates. I need someone to find it. Then I need that someone to destroy it. Discreetly. I need tight lips on this. Well, this is a tricky situation indeed. Not to get bogged down in details, but assuming this is the work of pirates, it's best to destroy the ship and everybody on board. Makes it cleaner for insurance purposes. Oh, it's a few reasons. I don't want this mired in their process. Also, it's a bit of an embarrassment for a sitting governor to lose a ship, so I'd rather that not get out. I'm sure you understand. Then we have an agreement. I'll send you to the ship's last known location. Remember, not a word of this leaves this room.
Hey friend, don't mean to bother you, but I could really use some help here. This will be quick, I promise, if we could just talk it over. It is good to see someone out here. I've been drifting alone here for 2 days without help. Well, shit, hold on. Maybe we can make a deal. We've got something you might find interesting. And if that doesn't do it, we've got creds. All you have to do is come aboard. Yes, come aboard. Just don't try anything stupid. I'm sure you know how that will go.
Dad, have you ever tried Aurora?
Not in a long time, sweetheart.
Don't
Not
take
since
sides with
the war.
What was it like?
Terrible. It was terrible.
Okay, that's far enough. Now you know I'm not as alone and helpless as you thought. So think about how you want to handle this. You've got 2 choices. We need ship parts to repair our busted craft drive. Hand them over along with your ship, and maybe we'll let you leave. Or we dust you and take it anyway. You've got to the count of 20 before I make that choice for you. I did. You're wasting it. You mean to parlay? Countdown's over. Consider my curiosity piqued. I think we may be able to work something out. I didn't think you were a fool. I'm listening. Okay. Enough talk. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'll even help you on your way. I have an incriminating letter from Hurst himself. I'm sure it's valuable to an enterprising individual such as yourself. I don't care what you do with it. Rip it up, use it for blackmail, whatever. I'll give it to you. So long as we get to keep this ship. Deal? Come on. You really need me to spell it out for you? Hurst is a politician. Politicians are susceptible to blackmail. Or if you really want to see fireworks on Mars, I'm sure there is someone in a position of authority in Cydonia that you could turn that into as evidence of corruption. Not like it's going to paint a target on our backs any bigger than we already have. It's sure to stir up trouble for local politics. Seems like a win to me. Smart choice. Now, I suggest leaving before our reinforcements show up. I can't guarantee they'll be as accommodating as we are.
You're lucky we're so reasonable.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Don't make any sudden moves. I won't hesitate to dust you.
Don't overstay your welcome. If nothing else, you've got guts for someone who ain't to break.
Good one.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete.
Ah, whenever I eat here, I cannot help but taste dust and dirt.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels.
If you're here to broker a deal,
I sure hope you've taken care of our little, problem. It's good to see you. I'm eager to conclude our business together. Did you, take care of my little problem? I'm already giving you what you want, per our agreement. Tell you what, here's a little extra to keep you happy. But you should know, if I hear any rumors about this, I'll know exactly who to hold accountable.
Really? Your move here is blackmail?
I see how it is. Tell you what, say you really do have this alleged note, and we're thinking of using it against me. If you're so inclined, I'll take it off your hands instead, and compensate you far more than releasing Mr. Brennan's shipment of goods. Then you and I part ways and never speak of this again. Do we have an understanding? Come on, don't make me have to explain it to you. Private security leaves a paper trail. Obviously, that's not a good look, so I had to go where that's not a concern. Hence the pirates, hence you. Got it? Now, about that note. You know, you're supposed to destroy the ship, not board it. And even though I don't take kindly to blackmail, you're making the right move by agreeing to keep this matter under wraps. The way I figure, no one will believe you without proof anyway now. So this exchange, we'll see to it the real story stays between us. Now take Brennan's package and your compensation and get out of my damn sight.
It is illegal to transport.
Don't overstay your welcome. If nothing else, you've got guts for someone who ain't to break.
Docking seal released.
I know we're supposed to clean up vandalism, but I just can't bear to take down someone.
There's no greater honor than serving the United Colonies. That's a pretty serious accusation. I assume you have proof of these alleged illicit activities? Well, he's a governor. If what you say is true and you have evidence against him, he'll be charged with felonies. I assume he'd step down ahead of this and turn himself in, but if not, he'd be arrested. Then there'll be a formal trial back in New Atlantis. If convicted, he'll likely serve jail time plus any applicable fines. I'm sure they'd have to find a new governor. It's pretty rare for something like this to happen. So this is all an educated guess. Let me take a look at that. Well, this doesn't look good for Hurst. I'll say that. You did the right thing by coming to me. I'll take it from here. The United Colonies thanks you for your vigilance. For doing the right thing? No. This action benefits the entire city. The reward is that we get justice against a corrupt politician. Tell you what, I'll do you a favor. Go ahead and finish whatever deal you had with Hurst. I'll wait to take care of him until after that. Just don't let him know we spoke about this. I don't want him running. You don't want to lose whatever leverage you've got with him. I can tell you, Cydonia appreciates it.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor. Please. bunch of heat leeches? Reading in the utilities section the other day.
I sure hope you've taken care of our little, problem. Did you, take care of my little problem? I'm already giving you what you want, per our agreement. Tell you what, here's a little extra to keep you happy. But you should know, if I hear any rumors about this, I'll know exactly who to hold accountable. Don't get greedy. I'm willing to resolve this amicably. I suggest you do the same. Good. I'll release Mr. Brennan's shipment to you as promised. I'll even defer his taxes as a little bonus. You really helped me out of this bind. Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I'm never in need of your help like this again.
Sometimes I feel like these mines just run themselves. I like to think that's thanks to me. My shipment. Do you have it yet? No. Was it difficult? I guess I never thought about it since you... I mean, my previous assistants just showed up with it whenever I asked. Ah, yes. I'll take that. Now, I've probably got some important messages I need you to take care of for me while I, attend to some other important matters at hand. You'll need my password. Remember, if you reply to anything, try to mimic my style and speech patterns. You know, for consistency. Yeah.
In order to avoid... Please report any spills or unsafe conditions on the upper level to the Cydonia Department of Public Works.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way down.
You know, I was a proud member of the Red Devils. We'll bring them back one day, you'll see. That's right. As the highest-ranking officer on this planet, it was only fitting that I be appointed to the position in the interim. I know you had a hand in uncovering Hurst's scandal. Rest assured, I'm not like Hurst. I won't make the same lapses in judgment he did. I'm sworn to my duty to serve the people of Mars, and I'll keep with it until someone tells me otherwise, or I'm 6 feet under, whichever comes first. Bye for now.